There's one problem with this: accountability. Y'all ain't got none. What's up? It's your boy Centron. Come back with another reaction video. Now, kid you not, that's my real name. We'll do some analysis as well, but you know, Michael B. Jordan, a superstar in this field, but yet still being disrespected. All right, let's get into it, man. Kids, don't join the gang or click.
Got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not say that. Misquoted
Come on now.
for sure.
Come on now.
No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is.
Yeah. See, he knows what it is.
Well, you're not corny anymore.
See, it's always something. Like, never, not once did she take accountability in this video. And that's what y'all allergic to that shit. Like, for real. If there's a dude, you know, you come out, you take your L's, you say, hey, I did this, that, and the third. I said this, that, and the third. Hey, man, I apologize because, you know what I'm saying, I was hating, I was wrong, or whatever the reason. Be the bigger person. She can't even come out and do it. She can't even come out and say that she was sorry. And people try to come out left and right and defend her, saying that, you know, she didn't say in the interview that, you know, this is coming from, that, you know, that came from a couple months ago, that, you know, her co-host actually said he was corny. No, he's talking about high school. He remembers from high school the hating. And I mean, this has happened to me before. I'm just like, we're not gonna get to that. Maybe a story for another day. But she cannot just set the record straight. And it's painting herself in a different light. Like, she trying to, you know, play revisionist history. Oh yeah, you know, we know each other from way back. You know, we're pals from back in the day. No! Y'all were associates, but he does not remember that being a fond time. You ragged on him, which means you weren't on this team, you weren't on the squad. Back in the day, you ain't known him. Now he rich, you all on him. Like, you wouldn't have gave him the time of day back in the day. Now you dropped him anytime. He asked for him. If he wanted him, he can get him. And that's just the thing, you know. We remember. You know, he's a blurred. Was, you know, ragged on for trying to be successful, clean cut guy, keeping his nose clean, staying out of, you know, like a shady business, not trying to, you know, represent the hoods of the street. And that doesn't make the innards moist for most of these ladies. They want a thug, dude that's gonna manhandle them, dude that, you know, don't care for them, that's gonna do them wrong, cheat on them, hurt them potentially, gonna really just think about themselves. And then when you have a guy like this, he's overlooked. And yeah, that's seen as corny, but the man who laughs the motherfucking loudest. And he's winning. Because, I mean, you're on the set, you're on the red carpet of his film that he's starring in, that he's directing, that is internationally known, and you're asking him for a motherfucking interview. The nerd has become the boss. I mean, he did you a solid by doing an interview. He could have just walked past. I don't know, but I might have been just petty enough to walk past her, be like, deuces. There's a girl in college. I'm like, you know, she knows who she is. She ain't gonna never watch this because this video ain't even popping like that. But try, you know, like, you know, get at me as far as, like, you know, at the very least being friends in college. I'm like, man, like, we don't have, like, you remember the same relationship dynamic? Because you want to fucking with me. Why now? So, I mean, I don't play them type of games. You know, keep that same energy. I mean, it's just ridiculous that we gotta even take her to task because she's not gonna do it herself. You know, that she even like she tried to throw that out there to get some clout off of his name. Try to act all buddy when like look at the body language. He's at an angle talking to you. You do that when you're not either comfortable with somebody or you ain't feeling them. You're not giving them time of day for whatever reason, but you are not kosher with being close to them. You're not giving them your undivided full attention. That's a lack of, showing, like, you have a lack of respect for them. But, man, like, hey, man, it's, I mean, like I said, he's a better man than me because I just would have right the fuck off. Like, and he not to embarrass and he not to shame her like that, but, people say, oh, it's petty and, he's, he should be the professional, be the bigger man. No, he doesn't have to do that because this is one of many outlets on his table that, he, on this walk that he could have, talked, to people about. Hey, he doesn't need this interview. She does for her career. He's the superstar here. He like I said, he's doing her a solid by giving her the time of day. It's not for her outlet. Oh man, we wouldn't have known that he is one of the hottest dudes in the most sought after guys in the universe, or that he has a movie coming out. Inconsequential. But like I said, going back to the original issue, she cannot take a shred of accountability. All she had to say, it could have been light, could have been passing, or like, damn, we didn't talk about that, but just, she's a female. She's a woman. She doesn't have to be accountable. Like, she can go about her day and not be canceled, not be held accountable for like bullying somebody. Whereas, the roles were reversed. People be asking for an apology, the therapy, counseling, a public sit down in front of America to wash those sins off of him and reform him and all this stuff. Like, yeah, she gets a pass. Like, she is attractive. I seen her. She looked dusty here. She looked busted, but she is attractive. But also it comes with that pretty privilege. But yeah, like it's like men start with self accountability. I'm accountable to myself because I hold myself to a higher standard than the average guy, than whatever the bar is. But I have a conscience. I have terms and statutes that I live by. That if I violate myself, I cease to be a man of integrity, a man worth a damn. So I can't operate like that. And men are more held accountable in society than women are. There things set in place, like social windfalls, programs and such that keep women from ever having to feel the full brunt of accountability and be left out there to fend for themselves. Whereas for men, it's like, good luck on that. But yeah, like, you never, not never, but it's hard to get a woman to say sorry because, it's like, who's holding her accountable? Society's not, her peer group's not, other women, just tell you, until you're blue in the face. Oh no, girl, you go do you, and you girl power and black girl magic and all this stuff, and it just allows them to live in a state of delusion. Like, I said, what are the repercussions? There's some maybe social shaming, but this is not gonna affect her image, not gonna affect her socially for the most part. Like she maybe gets, some comments, get harassed a little bit, like on Instagram I saw, yeah. But other than that, she gets to go about her day. on the on the whole scale, unaffected, largely unaffected. I think that she was wrong would crush her worldview, her mode of operation, and force her to take a hard look in the mirror at the person that she is, and like would destroy her. In short, like she could no longer move in that way, shape, or fashion. See men as like disposable, and to like move like she does. Like if she said sorry, she would have to seriously think about the way women use men and get over on them, and she can no longer be comfortable with that. But that's not a conversation that women are ready to have. So, Michael B. Jordan, it's the team dunking on these. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Centron Anime, Centron Life, or Centron Laughs, or other social media.